Hello and welcome back to the Flag Lair. I'm Mr. P. This is the Flag Lair, and this is really a part 2 follow-up of me just trying to tidy up this place, because I found that over the years a lot of the flags have just got mixed up. I've got no idea where anything is, and so I've just been busy trying to tidy up. So welcome. I'm in a jumper because it's June and it's England and it's really cold outside. Anyway, so as I say, this is a follow-up. This is really me just finishing off tidying up from where I left off yesterday. And I've really got a haphazard setup of what flags are where. So it's not done in any particular logical order, although it's logical in my head of where I've put everything. So now I'm at the stage of just putting back the last types of flags back. One of the things I had yesterday was, where do I put, for example, the oceanic type of flags, and I've decided that I'm going to stick them next to Australia and New Zealand, although I had put next to Australia and New Zealand all the British ensign flags as well. So these are now going to have to go next to that. But I've got already, I've got Uzbekistan there. So Uzbekistan, I'm going to have to move one more over to my obviously bicolour flags that I've got. So I have to put that one there. Right, now I think I know what I'm doing. Great, that's just one of many flags that I've still yet to put back. So if you're here, say hi. Say hi in the chat if you're here on the live stream. This is all about an interaction thing. It's the whole point of me doing this, really, is that I'm packing away and tidying up, but in the meantime also it's great to have a chat with fellow flag enthusiasts. I did a lot of ironing the other day, but since packing away, or since trying to sort this out, I'm going to need to do a lot more ironing, but I think I'm going to have to do it bit by bit. So Europe, Montenegro can sit with the Europe area, which I think actually I've got Albania can also go with Montenegro, because they're both double-headed and that makes perfect sense. So let's put that in here as well. So think of this live stream more as a live cam, really, I suppose. I think that's the best way to think about this. What have I got here? Oh, South Africa. Why have I got South Africa there? Because South Africa is with Africa. I'm going to need a bit more than just one Africa. So what's right in that corner? Bear with me 1 minute. What's right in this corner? Oh, more Africa. Oh, so I've already got Africa and Africa. And then what are these over here? These are just behind it. Oh, Central America. Yes, of course. They're sort of in a geographical way, not completely. Anyway, right, Bahrain, I think can go with, let's get this the right way around, Bahrain, it's more simplistic than Qatar, if I remember rightly. Qatar's got more. Yes, Qatar's got 9 pointy bits. Bahrain has 5. That's the way to remember it. I don't know if that helps at all. Qatar has a much darker red than Bahrain. Darker red and more pointy bits. Right, I'm doing my best not to fall off the. It's going to have to go there. Not to fall off the ladder. Gosh, this isn't really going to hang up. I think I've run out of space for all of these types of flags. Oh my goodness. No, I'm stretching it now of how far to go with all of these. Run out of room already. It's going to have to go here with Azerbaijan. Yes, just. I do think I am going to run out of space. I don't think all the flags that we've still got yet hang up are actually going to go there. But one can but try. One can but try. Right. Okay. Let's see where this can go. At least I am now heading towards the end of what's going on here. Just got to make sure I've got enough space. I just don't think I've got enough space, to be fair, to hang them all like this. I mean, I suppose one way of getting around it is just adding extra hooks to put them all up on, but I'm not sure that's really going to work. Anyway, say hi if you've got a question about flags or anything like that. By all means. Oh my goodness, this is really creased now. Tanzania. There we go. Which was nice and creased free, but is no longer. So I'm going to put them all up, and then at some point I'll no doubt have to get them all back down again, and then end up ironing them all, and then I'll end up having them all in the wrong place again, and then so the cycle continues. Because if there's one thing I can't stand, I can't have a creased flag flying up a flagpole. But that's just me, to be fair. Right, what else have we got? So this is the flags in focus flags. This is the channel flag, as it were. Flags in focus, which is, well, filthy, because obviously it's been up a flagpole. But is a winning design from a competition I ran last year. So I've only had an official flag for the channel for probably about, no, not even a year yet. That can hang there, although something tells me I should really have that one at the front of that. So I'm not really sorting this out very well. Anyway, India. Right, I think India and some of these other Asian countries will have to go at the front here. There we go. I do like the Indian flag. It's quite a bold statement. Better than a proposal that Mountbatten gave. Wanted to stick the Union Jack in the corner of it. Of course. I mean, seriously. As if we haven't caused enough issues in the world. Anyway, that's a different, completely political point of view. Oh, losing. Ah, that's a good idea. Let's right. So this with the Southern Cross in the top. That needs to go right around the corner with. I should really do one, otherwise I'm going to be moving the step ladder back and forth each and every time. I really need to look after this arm. Can't afford to fall off another ladder because that causes trips to the hospital, falling off ladders. And we don't bounce too well when we hit the ground, I find. Right, Zambia. That was a painful experience. Let's just get this out. Zambia, there we go. Let's see all this flag, and they stick everything on the fly. They could have a nice central motif with those colours in the bird, but no, stick everything on the fly for whatever reason. See, this is why I shouldn't have moved the step ladder. I'll have to worry about the front in a minute. Any Asian countries and what have you. We'll have to stay. Let's get the African ones out the way with first. Right. Let's just make sure I get this hung up the right way. See, now that's creased again. I'm just going to be grumpy about the creases, aren't I? I really need to sort out my European flags because that's too many hooks for too many hooks for not enough flags. This was my random find of all. Let's just get this one up. Here it is. So this I found this in Algiers, the capital of Algeria. This particular flag in a marketplace. It was sitting at the back of a market stall, to which then I had to go to the guy who's running it and going, oh, what's the flag? The stall holder had no idea what it was. So I got it anyway. He gave it to me for free, which was incredible. And it transpires it's a German flag. It's a German island flag of Vangaruga. No, I'd never heard of it either, to be fair. So it needs to go in the Europe pile. But quite how a German island flag ended up in Algeria, I have no idea. I would have understood if it was French, but no. Right, now I've got my 2 Swiss flags. There's one, because you can never have enough Swiss flags. Here's the other one. The reason I've got 2 is because this is my original one, the first one, and it's slowly falling apart. So I got a Flags for Good one, which is a bit more sturdier than this one. What is the next flag design contest? British Lad Productions. Hello, welcome. I'm guessing that you're potentially from the British Isles. I don't know, stab in the dark. I try and do flag competitions of some form or another, either in March and or September, just because it spaces them out slightly, because I can't do them all the time. They're sponsored by the Welsh flag company Mr. Flag, who, if it's a designer competition, will reproduce the winning design on a proper flag, like this one, for example. Let's just take this one back down. No, I won't take it down because it's not. So this is one of the winning designs from a previous Baltics. Where am I? Right on the edge there. If I hold that one up, it was a Baltic competition designer, a Baltic themed flag. So Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. That was the winner. So Mr. Flag, the company, produced that for me and for the winner. So the winner got their own design in a proper 5x3. I can say that because you're probably British, as opposed to 150 by 90 centimeters. So yeah, so usually, yes, March, September time. So I am currently thinking about what to do for, Malaysia, for September. I've got some ideas, but I'm not quite sure yet. But if you keep an eye on the channel, then you'll be given first dabs of when another competition comes out. My issue with flag designs is that I am no designer. I know what I like when it comes to flags, but I can't, like Bosnia, for example. Oh, yes, it's one of my favourites. But I can't design flags for toffee. It's just not a very good designer at all. But yes, it's a good question. Thank you for that. Right, I'm going to have to move some of these European flags over to make a bit of room for Bosnia, because I have a sneak suspicion that Bosnia is not my only European flag left to still yet hang up. So I'm just put that over there. Oh, it's part of me thinking I might have to put Switzerland onto my bicolours, because obviously that makes logical sense. Switzerland is a bicolour. Just like I've put Japan on my bicolours. You would normally think, to be fair, bicolours are flags like Poland, Ukraine. They're really properly bicolours, but I suppose, I have to put some artistic license on where I'm hanging all this nonsense, so I don't get completely lost in what I'm doing. Right, I knew I shouldn't have put this jumper on, because now I am getting hot already, but jumpers and the UK go hand in hand. Right. Oh my goodness. What have I got here? These are not all going to fit. That is for sure. This is obviously Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. So it's an African country and therefore needs to go on an African hook, which is somewhere back here. Which is, what are these ones again? Are these my African countries? Yes. Is there enough room? Yes, I really am going to run out of room on all of this. Europe's got a fair bit of room. Africa doesn't, and I don't think I've got... still got a huge pile of Africa left. Right, next. Oh my goodness, this is... Oh, Ghana. There we go. Which is, again, another African country. Let's get the right way round. Let's get this one up here. There we go. Rapidly running out of African space, but I am very confident that I've got a lot more. That's Caribbean. A lot more to go on. Oh, see, what's this as well? That's Caribbean. What are you here? So next to Caribbean, I've got, what's this blue flag? Oh, that's Argentina, isn't it? It's South America. Oops. So, Isle of Dogs keeps falling. Not Isle of Dogs. Cayman Islands. It's not even Cayman Islands either. Canary Islands keeps falling off of the Spanish Peninsula. I think what I need to do is give this a bit more room. Is take what's it out. So what's it being? What are you? Portugal. I'm going to put you there for the minute. And you're going to go on the floor. Right, and then I'll put the rest of these on here. So it's one that's come off, and the rest, which is obviously not going to simply just slide back on, because that would be too easy. Those two, and then these ones, and I'm going to have to put my second Portuguese flag, because you can't have enough Portugal. I have to hang it up with my second Philippines flag, because you can't have enough Philippines either. Oddly enough, they're both there. Right, okay, let's keep going. North Korea, that's an Asian one, so that needs to go. Let's put that there. Eritrea, that's an African country, so that needs to go up. Go to the African world, put that there. But as I say, I'm rapidly running out of space for Africa. Rapidly running out of space for Africa. It really does depend how much more European flags I've got down here. These are not all going to fit. Is this a Kurdistan? So that's in Asia. I can go there. What else have we got? Ooh, hang on. This is, I think it's a Palestinian one, so that needs to go with my the Islamic and Pan-Arab flags. I've got any space for those, which I don't think I had, because I had problems with trying to get Bahrain up from amongst some of these as well. Let's just see, is it going to sit there? I don't think it is. I don't think it's going to sit over there either, but it's going to have to, because I haven't got any other room. See, this is me trying to work out whether I'm going to have to get more hooks, which I think I'm going to have to. Hello, welcome. By all means, ask questions. This is, or just simply say hello if you're joining, because this is really, think of it more of a live cam as opposed to an actual live stream, because it really is me just tidying up the Flag Lair today. So it's you guys keeping me company. Angola, so that's That's also Africa. That needs to go right at the back here. The trouble is you just can't see, you as the viewer can't see at the back here, but I've got, gosh, careful. The step ladder needs a nice little rail for me so I don't fall off. Yeah, you see, as predicted, already I have pretty much run out of space for my African countries, and I know I've got so much more to go in that phase. Anyway, Cyprus, which obviously is a European country, and again, I think I'm running out of European spaces. Oh no, European, I seem to have loads of space, but then I think I've dedicated way too much, way too many hooks for Europe. Not that there's any more particular flags for them. Sri Lanka needs to go in the Asian pile, so that can wait. I'll come back to because that's at the front. Otherwise, I'll be moving the step ladder constantly backwards and forwards. If you have a question, by all means, put it in the chat. It's not a problem, or you can say hello. That's fine. Now, Tonga, we'll go with the Oceania type of flags, which goes next to Australia and New Zealand, because geographically that seems to work in my head. Have I got that right? Yes. Go there. There we go. So many creases. It's the only thing I iron is flags. I don't iron the clothes. The flags get the iron. How much flags do you have? Well, yeah. How many flags do I have? Well, this is part of the problem. I don't know how many flags I actually have. Kosho, and welcome, by the way. I have just way too many. So part of this tidying up and sorting out of this Kiribati, again, out in the ocean, Harneyworth, part of this is to help me sort of catalogue them far better than I currently do. So my first part of this whole tidy up was to sort them out, tidy them up, and then I can count and catalogue them all. Now I don't have creaky. I don't have all of the national flags, of which there are 193 according to the UN. So I haven't got all of those as yet. I know that for certain. But so there's still a few of those to collect. But flip side, I do have, as you can see, this side here. These are not national flags by any stretch with the UN. Some ancient UK, England flag, royal one that is, the flag of Mars, obviously. And back here is the flag of Helsinki, the capital city. There it is, Helsinki flag. So, so while I don't have all the national ones, I've then got a load of, who knows. I'm probably close. Not my initial estimate is probably around the 220, 30 mark. And then I'm probably going to prove myself massively wrong on that one, and be somewhere else, one of my favorites, probably much higher than that. But the problem is when you find how many flags you've got, or anything, when people collect stuff, when you realize how much of something you've collected over the years, it's probably a bit scary sometimes, because then you realize how much money you've spent. So, which can be a bit of sobering thought sometimes. But yes, it's a big collection, and I still want more sometimes, which is a bit much, really, to be fair. But there we go. Right, Armenia. That can go in the Asian world, surely. Although I think some people class it as European. Surely Armenia is not European. No, it's got to be. If if Istanbul in Turkey sits on the continents of both Asia and Europe, then I can't see how Armenia can sit within Europe in any way. So let's put that one right. Where am I going with this one? Africa. Is this the one where I've sort of run out of Africa space? I think I have, you know. I think I have run out of space to hang these African flags. I have, you know. I have absolutely run out of space for all of these. That's just... So already I'm stuck with what to do. I could put another hook just there, but I'll need to go and find a hook for that. Oh dear. That's not good. Okay, right. Africa's gonna, from now on, I'm gonna have to put a pile of African flags out the way, which I didn't want to have to do, but was pretty much inevitable because I've got a lot of flags still yet to hang, and not enough hooks for them. And this is the problem that I have. But what I'm going to have to do now is make sure that instead of just folding flags up and putting them in corners, make sure that I'm actually putting flags that are in the right places together. Organising. It's spelled organising. Have I spelt it wrong? Why do so many Brits choose to spell things bloody American? Yes, probably. As in with a Z. You're talking about with organising. Nobody. Good name. Gosh, so favourite flag. So I haven't got one at hand because they're probably all hanging up. But favourite flags do include Central African Republic, which is a rather favourite one of mine. I do like that one, which isn't here. I like the Norwegian flag, which is a Nordic flag, red background with a white Nordic cross, blue Nordic cross with a white fimbriation. And I still don't understand to this day why I prefer that over Iceland, which is the same colours, same design, just reversed. If anybody psychologically can work that one out for me, that would be brilliant. Oh, look, I've got a rather creased but rather good Papua New Guinea, which I think is quite good with the Southern Cross on it and the bird. So that's a growing favourite of mine, is that one. But I don't like busy flags. That's the other thing for me. I'm not a fan of busy flags. So let's give you an example of that one if I can think of it. Let's just hang this one up while I'm trying to think. What is so Moldova, there we go. Which is just here. While it's all right, I don't like busy flags that have got all this noise going on in the middle. It's just a little bit too busy for me, that one. So yeah, those types of things get, plus also with Moldova, it's the same or very similar to 4 others. Chad is pretty much the same as Moldova, except no central emblem. Andorra is pretty much the same as Moldova with a central emblem. Where am I putting this? Oh, yes, here. And there's one more. Oh, Romania, which is pretty much the same as Chad, to be fair. But there we go. So that's that. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep seeing what I can get hung up. Oh, look, more Asian flags I can get out of the way. So this is another good one. I think there's many. Actually, if I hold it this way, will that work better? So you can sort of see what's going on here with Nepal, but at least Nepal has the right. It's the right cutout for that one. So it's difficult to find Nepal's flag in that shape because it does cause problems. Penny, hi, hello, welcome back. How was gaming yesterday? Always welcome. I'm hoping I started yesterday. day. That's a... do you know, I'm stuck on that one. That's a flag. I can't remember which one it is. That's really terrible of me. If any of you know what flag this one is, please let me know, because at the moment it eludes me. I should know it. I should know that one. I'm going to park that one for the moment. If anybody... that's the problem. I probably should just write it in small pen so it looks like I know what I'm talking about on the fly. There's a thought. That's probably what I should do. And then as soon as I find out which one it is, I'm going to go, of course it is. That's obvious. And then look very silly afterwards. But there we go. There we go. Put that one down. Let me put that there in a pile of not sure which one that was. Which is really awful of me. Jamaica, which, as we said yesterday, is the only flag now, national flag, that doesn't have red, white, or blue in it. So that can go in my Caribbean sort of area, so I can get that sorted out, tidied up, out the way, job done. Caribbeans sit, yes, here. There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. I think that's in. Yes, it is. Right. I'm not in a hurry, so I don't need to run up and down these step ladders. Just keep it safe. Keep it safe. That's what I'm trying to do. Democratic Republic of Congo. Of course it is. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to put that in my African pile. Of course it is. And then the other Congo is probably also somewhere in amongst all of this. Botswana, which is, again, one of my favourites. A very plain and simple flag. I think, as I said yesterday, based on the zebra through the middle. But it's a very... it was supposed to be, at the time when they brought this flag in, to be completely opposite to what the South African flag was then, which was the... I'm folding this wrong way. Not the current South African flag, but the previous one to that. So Botswana was very anti-apartheid. So they came up with a very sort of a racially free type of style of flag, going everyone's welcome here, unlike our southern neighbours, which is why they came up with this particular flag, which they obviously still fly to this day. Right, I'm going to have to put that Botswana down here with Africa as well. I'm a bit annoyed with myself that I've run out of space already on some of these things. Right, Nigeria. Very good plane. Now I see I could put this in the bi-colours, because that's, while it's a tri-band bi-colour, it's back to front. But anyway, yes. So it's because I need to get as many of these hung up as possible, because while they're hanging, they're not creasing. And the plan is not to have them creased, ideally. There we go. Although I'm running out of the bicolour space. I need to find those Stan flags, as in Kazakhstan and a few others. Creaky. I can't remember where they are, because oops, they were here somewhere. That needs to go. This needs to come down as well. What have I got here? Oh, India, Asia. 1, 2, 3 hooks. Right. Okay, where are we? Let's keep going with Rwanda. Yeah, so it's another Africa which I need to fold up, park out the way. And there's a few others that need tidying up. There's Taiwan down there. That can be... It needs to go in the Asia pile, doesn't it, Taiwan? Let's put that, fold that one up as neatly as possible and come back to those as well once I've got extra hooks. Taiwan, there we go. Let's go see. This was all nice, but now it's all creased because I was In too much of a hurry yesterday. I wanted to get it all done. 3 hours I was at this yesterday, and I still didn't get it finished, because hence me being here again today. It will not take 3 hours today to finish off. I can tell you that for nothing. I'm not spending another 3 hours doing this. That would be pretty much my entire weekend spent sorting this out. But there we go. There we have it. Right. Oops. Nearly. Okay, that's no, Taiwan's Asia, isn't it? Namibia. I do like the sun of Namibia, which I think I covered that yesterday, so that's that fine. Right, okay, so Namibia goes in Africa pile. Okay, right, let's just tidy that one up. That's that one. Good, right. I feel like I'm making a bit of progress towards the latter half of the end. This is not Africa, because it is Uruguay. There we go, son of May. So Uruguay needs to go in a South American listings, which should be around... What are you? Oh, well, that's Argentina. So it's the same son of May. So you two can sit happily together, chatting. Although, to be fair, I think I find personally the son of May a little bit of a freaky looking face if you look at it, but that's just my opinion. Now, I think I'm running out of European locations, so I'm going to have to park this one. So this is the flag of Northern Cyprus. Bought purely because I have visited when we visited Cyprus a few years back. We did venture into Northern Cyprus, legitimately, of course. But I need to now find a home for that one. So I now need, I've got a pile of Africa, I've got a growing pile of Asia, and now I've got a new pile of Europe. Talking of Europe, San Marino. Tiny country. But rather, again, with a busy flag, that's the problem. San Marino with a busy flag. But it's good to collect these flags. I've been interesting blue as well. There we go. But that's going to have to go on my European listings as well, because I've run out of Europe space. So again, not the best setup here. Let's put that there. Put that there. I can go with that. Just not winning at the moment. Niger. There we go. Very close to India. Not geographically, of course, but flag-wise, it's very close to India's flag. But that will obviously have to sit in the African pile. So let's just gently put that together with Namibia, because obviously they're side by side. What's this one? Oh gosh, Hong Kong. So I should, this really should go over this side actually, because it's one of these weird autonomous state places. Will that fit there? What are you? You're America, so that's not going to work. You might fit there actually. There we go. There we go. Right. What have we got here? Do you like the coat of arms flags, or is it just too complicated? Yeah, coats of arms flags are just, for me, just way too complicated. Take Haiti, for example. See, that's just a load of real nonsense going on in the middle there. I mean, are you going to sit and draw that if asked to come up with the flag of Haiti? No. And none of that should be in the middle at all. And what gets me about the flag of Haiti is that not only have you got this busyness going on in the middle, But you've also got flags of Haiti in the flag of Haiti. I mean, seriously. It's just, seriously, it's just not necessary, is it? I realised I had that the wrong way round, but anyway, it's the same image. It's just the writing's back to front for you. But no, too busy. Coats of arms. I've never been a fan of coats of arms. In fact, I've got a video coming out this coming Friday now, which is marginally taking the mick of coats of arms, because the trouble is with coats of arms is, I suppose, like even with flags, to be fair, to an extent, but coats of arms are very much almost hearsay, people not 100% sure where some of them have originated from. So some of the real old coats of arms that go back hundreds and hundreds of years, there's no, people can't come up with exactly what is what, or where those coats of arms actually originated from. So there's a lot of guesswork, and maybe this, and maybe it's connected to him, and maybe that royal family had those coats of arms. It's just, and then it's all just way too complicated to even draw. So opposite to Haiti, we had Liechtenstein, another tiny European country, which has its obviously crown in the corner. So that's going to have to sit in a pile as well of European flags while I sort them out. Because again, as I say, I've run out of space for Europe, run out of space for Africa, and I will get round to. That's really terribly folded. What am I doing here? I'm trying to fold a flag properly. There we go. That's better. Asia, that's it. I will sort out Asia shortly. If I fold it like that, then I know exactly which flag it is, because I can see that it has the crown for the prince, for the Principality of Liechtenstein, just to be official like. But is it going to be similar to Liechtenstein? So, well, that was the problem then, Kosho. The problem that Liechtenstein and Haiti had was that obviously back in 1936, which was just a little bit before the internet had been invented, so it wasn't a huge amount of knowledge of whose flag was what. So the story is that at the Olympics, which I think were the Berlin Olympics in 1936, but anyway, it wasn't until Haiti turned up with their flag that Liechtenstein realised, oh, hold on a minute, that's exactly the same as ours. And obviously when Liechtenstein then went out, Haiti was going, oh, hold on a minute, that's the same flag as ours. And they both decided to amend their flags back in the 30s. So Liechtenstein added the crown, Haiti added their coat of arms. One of them could have stayed the same, but otherwise before that, they were both just blue on top, red underneath, and that was it. But so both of them tweaked it. Otherwise, yes. So that was the problem they had. Singapore, Asia, it goes on this pile. So that's just a quick rundown story behind Liechtenstein and Haiti, and obviously countries that are literally oceans apart from each other, having the same flag. But then when you come up with a flag design of basically two colours, it's not surprising that someone else back then is potentially going to have the same as yours. Right, what have we got here? Now this is the Soviet flag of, let me get this straight. It's not Estonia, so I think it is it Latvia? So one of the Balkans anyway, Soviet flags, which oddly enough don't fly on the up on the flagpole too often. So this one may have to go on a slightly different location of I'll have it in my collection, but I'm not going to get it down to fly on the flagpole. So this one I'll fold up and put neatly out the way. Do it that way because otherwise it looks a bit like Kiribati. And I'll put it somewhere neatly. And while I'm at that one, then let's get this one. No, this isn't what the one I was. No, this is this is Turkey. That's not the one I'm thinking of. This is. I might just put this in the Asian pile as opposed to Europe because I really don't have any place in the Europe, but Asia is going directly behind me. However, let's just put that down. That wasn't the flag I was after. It was the one underneath it I was after, which is this one, which is the Transcaucasian Soviet flag that covered countries like, I think, Azerbaijan and that sort of area. Maybe bits of Kazakhstan, perhaps, maybe, or am I going too far out? Azerbaijan and maybe bits of Georgia and maybe bits of Armenia were covered at some point by this particular flag. So again, not one I'm going to fly too often. So I shall keep it in the collection, but I will put it out the way so it doesn't take up too much space. So that's those. I think it was the SSR Latvia. Yeah, I think you're right, Kosho. I think it was Latvia. Estonia, I think, was similar but had spiky water as opposed to the more curved water. One of my favourites, I know Kosho, you were asking her, is, and I think many people's favourites, is the flag of South Korea. Do like this one. Beautiful, bold, and quite again, it's quite a unique design. It's a step above and beyond what Japan does and makes it their own. But I think is a beautiful, beautiful flag. To the point where I'm thinking I really should fly that again because it's a flag. I think probably because of, I don't know, World Cup back in the 80s or something. Was it a World Cup or was there a Seoul Olympics or was it a Seoul World Cup? I think it was the Olympics, wasn't it? Which really made that flag famous back in the 80s. Another European one. Where was my European pile? There it is. Which is North Macedonia. Touched on that yesterday. So I need to, as I say, I need to find a home for all of these because we'll run out of space in the Flag Lair already. So let's just tidy that one up again. So that goes over there. Next, again, staying in Europe. There we go. The bold colours of Greece. For many years, Greece's flag didn't have an official blue. They did go through a number of years where people making the Greek flag, this flag locally, they came up with variations of blue, anything from a sky blue down to this sort of navy blue that they ended up with. And actually, let's do it the other way around so I don't mix it up with something like Uruguay, sorry. And I think it was one of the Olympics where they said we really must determine what blue it is to keep it uniformed. And then they originally, and I think eventually they went for a more navy blue than the sky blue, which I think is the right thing, to be fair. It's just an extra bit of piece there for you. This here is Turkmenistan. Again, another I do like it, but it's just a very complicated. Everything here on the hoist side with the different tapestries and carpets, which causes the problems for trying to recreate it. But the crescent moon and the 5 stars, they're all right. I can live with that, but it's just all the busyness on the hoist. But the busyness on the hoist for that sort of area in the world is typical. So your Kazakhstan as well has a similar sort of motif on its side. just need to. So I've got Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. So there's a couple more somewhere that need to go there. Right. Another growing favourite of mine, which I touched on yesterday, is Mongolia. It's just the bold colours. I do like it. Needs a bit of a wash, actually. Look, it's rather filthy. So let's put Mongolia in my Asian pile, which, as I say, should be going up just behind me in the front here. Will be full of Asian ones. And to be fair, the Asian flags, I think, overall, with their variety, if you look at all of them, they really are quite good as a whole. European flags are quite dull because a lot of them are tricolours in one form or another. France, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, for example. But when you get to the world of Asia, look, there it is, Kazakhstan again with its busy hoist. That's exactly what I was saying. But I do like Kazakhstan. I love the blue and I love the gold stroke yellow as a contrasting colour next to it. Right, so those go together. I think there's one more of those to go. And I can't remember what it is, but there we go. Oh my goodness, if you could see this pile down here. This is the last one. This is what we touched on yesterday because somebody said, what's the rarest flag? And this is the Xbox flag of Kyrgyzstan with no motive on the hoist there. So I'm going to hang that up. But this is the old Kyrgyzstan flag now. And I want to get the latest one. But trying to find the latest Kyrgyzstan flag, that's the difficulty. So when it comes to rarities, trying to find a Kyrgyzstan flag, that's the one I have problems with. Answers on the postcard if anybody knows where I can get one, because I have searched high and low for those. Yeah, I've still got to come across it. Vietnam. Okay, when I was talking about exciting flags of Asia, and then we get Vietnam. Anyway, but this, I do like this one because this, I bought this off a fellow vexillologist who was reducing their collection. And this is quite good because it's a proper sewn flag. So that's a sewn on star as opposed to just a print. So I rather like that one as well. So this one I have flown before, it needs to go up again, but it also needs a massive iron. I don't know if you can have a massive iron. That's probably not actually a thing, is it, to be fair? But there we go. Anyway, right, stick that there with Asia. So shortly I'll be able to get up there and sort my Asian flags out. Back to Africa again. And this is Algeria. And also, again, this is bought this from Algeria, in Algiers. And you might be able to just work out that it's, again, a proper sewn flag, this one, which I'm really quite pleased with. There we go. All right, it doesn't look quite so good when it's close up, but in the distance, it's. I think it works really well. But now I was going to put Algeria actually with the other Muslim countries, wasn't I? Because of the crescent moon and star. Let's see if I've got, but then I don't think I've got any space for it left, have I? I think that was the problem. I think we'd used up all the space for. Yeah, I have. That's painful. Painful. Let's put you just there for the minute. So you're. Oh no, actually, hang on. Can I put you? No, because I didn't nail it in. Right. Okay. Sorry. Going off at a slight tangent, but there we go. Did you stitch many of the flags yourself? No, I haven't. The most I've done with flags is iron them, and that's it. I haven't stitched any of these. Look, Tunisia as well, which is. Hang on, let's just make sure I get the right way round on this one, which I think is. Anyway, so this is another. So this was bought from Tunisia, in Tunis, from a flag company, and this again is a a proper stitched one. But no, Kosho, I haven't. I don't think I've got the patience to sit and stitch, which is terrible, really. I've got the patience to iron them, just not the patience to stitch them all. So I just want to put these together so they're all in the right place. Okay, right, there we go. But also, I do have printed versions of both Algeria and Tunisia. Liberia? Yes. Which I need to... now I'm running out of space. I need to... I know. I think I do have space for this one, actually. It's just... Oh, that wasn't good. Do I have space for this? Maybe just there, and that'll probably be it. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Really not much space back there at all now. Okay, I'm slowly getting there now. The Pan-African flags, of which I can never remember what's what. Hello, Mr. Spider. Yeah, Pan-African, and yes, that one. And I'm sure someone told me yesterday when I picked this one up and told me exactly what it was. But again, alas, it's not something I can... The Pan-African flags, I can never remember most of them. I had Eilert yesterday, who's a genius when it comes to knowing all his flags, but he was able to steer me in the right direction, should I say, on that one. Okay, moving on. Bavaria. There we go. Some German. Back to coat of arms again. See, he's just ridiculously busy, as well as very creased. And you've also got the flag of Bavaria in the flag of Bavaria there. Look at this. Just, I mean, really, it's... I can't sigh loud enough on these types of things. Now, really, this should go somewhere around here. Will it fit there as well? Yes. But yes, the reason I bought that one is because I was doing a video about BMW logo, which is based on the Bavarian flag. And there we go. That one needs hole punching. I do have a magic hole punch because it doesn't have any eyelets in it, so I've got nowhere to hang it. However, for those who watched yesterday, realise that this Mauritania actually does come from Mauritania, so I bought that one over there. And I don't think I had it either at the time, so that was good. So now I have one, but I can't fly it yet because it needs hole punching, so I shall do that at some point. So let's just... And then it can hang up with the rest of my crescent moon and stars countries. Right, what are we? I thought it was just the rhombus. What's that, Kosha? You're going to have to give me a bit more on that one. Am I sticking as well? Oh no, I'm back now. Back again. Sorry. It looks like looks like I'm juddering. Trying not to. Maybe if I just stood still, then you wouldn't notice whether I'm buffering or not. You'll have to give me a bit more about the rhombus on that one, Kosho, just so I know what I'm talking about. Look, Malta. Now I'm going to put Malta, controversially, on my bicolours, even though it's got a little bit more than just red and white on it because of St George's Cross on it. But again, it's my collection. And I think that's the last bicolour. So unless I get a better bicolour, that's going to be the last one there. Right. That done. I'm nearly done, apart from having to start putting holes in things. Zimbabwe. That's quite a good flag. I do like the Zimbabwean flag, even though the bird makes it a little busy. I didn't really need the bird. They could have just had the star, to be fair, and that would have been fine. With its Pan-African colours, would have worked for me, to be fair. Zimbabwe, but there we go. They are insistent on their national bird being on the flag, and it's their flag there. It's up to them. That one's also filthy as well. It's the metal dust on the pole that causes the problems sometimes on some of these flags. Well, it does for me anyway. Right, tell you what, let's just pull these ones out so I'm not causing merry hell. Suriname. If I can get it the right way around. There we go. Okay, that needs to go in that pile as well. Everything's just going in piles because I've run out of hooks now. I say the flag of Bavaria without coat of arms. Emotion. So, okay, the state website also have the one without the coat of arms. Yes, for Bavaria, yes, there is a non coat of arms version of Bavaria as well, and there is also just a blue and white. Now, is it just a blue and white bicolour? Well, obviously blue and white on its own would be just bicolours, but Bavaria does have, as well as the lozenge shaped flag without the coat of arms, I think there is just a blue and white flag as well. If you look in there, Kosho, on the website of Bavarian flags, you might be able to correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm pretty sure that Bavaria almost has two flags, the lozenge shaped ones, as well as I'm sure it's just a bicolour. The funky chicken. Uganda, Africa. Right, so that needs to go on the African pile. The African pile. I've got a hugely growing African pile. I knew I didn't have enough space for Africa because it's a fairly decent sized continent, let's be fair. Look, nearly done. What's this now? This is Kuwait. This also needs to go up with the Pan-Arab flags because it has the Pan-Arab colours. So yes, I definitely need some more space with the Pan-Arab world as well. Goodness me. So let's just hook this one up here for the moment until I get more space sorted out for that as well. These are probably all just going to come crashing down shortly, aren't they? Okay. Nearly done. Well, for picking them up over here on Kurdistan. There we go. Now, I suppose technically Kurdistan should be over here because it's not a country. So it should be here. But again, run out of space. So there's part of me thinking, I'll just put it in the Asian world. Rightly or wrongly. Just for the... Yes. See, that's going to bug me now of not knowing where to put Kurdistan. It's not a national flag. But maybe I'm just overthinking it. It's just about where to hang it up, to be quite fair. Hang it up and also know where it is. That's the other thing. That's the big point. Oh, looks like I've only got two more to pick up before I have to hang it. Right, so we've got Grenada with its nutmeg leaf there in the corner. That's quite impressive, but that's, again, I run out of space for that one. And then I've got one more on just down the corner here. And then I can get that packed away as well. And then what I'll do next is get the Asian flags put up behind me. I've just realised there's one more peg that I haven't actually taken down as yet to sort out. I really should do that as well, otherwise, if I don't do that, then what's the point of doing all this in the first place? And then lastly is, oh gosh, come on, Kenya. There we go. It's do like the Kenyan flag. Don't know, something about it. I know I don't like busy flags, but I think that middle motif is simplified enough to not be too horrific, and therefore can fall into a, yeah, quite like that category for me anyway. I suppose I should ask, actually, Kosho, seeing you've asked me, is do you have a favourite flags? And I'm more than happy to open that question out to anyone who's currently watching. If you've got a favourite flag, put it in the comments. Let's have a chat about your favourite flags. It's not just about me. So by all means, share your favourite flags. Let's see what you guys have got as well. And while you're doing that, I'm going to attempt to get. They're not going to fit. I'm going to attempt to get Asia up just here. Oh, I was going to get these down first of all, because that's too many. These are the ones that haven't been looked at either. So let's just get these down. So this is Sierra Leone. So that needs packing away, because that needs, I don't have room for that at the moment. Let's just, come on. So ideally, I don't know why I've got those two so far away. Sorry, Sierra Leone. Sorry, half a conversation in my head and then half of it out loud. So right behind me here with this green and yellow flag, which is the county of Rutland. So these are all county UK based flags. And then right at the far end here at the moment are all my England flags, as in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, the United Kingdom, all sit there. Technically, they should be together. So I either need to bring those over or move those that way. And then I've got this random one here. Or maybe I should put these on this peg here. That would make more sense. What have we got here? Costa Rica? Yes. Costa Rica again. So see, I've run out of Central America type of locations as well. And I don't have a pile for them either. So they're going to have to go yet another new pile. Got so many piles of flags that I'm going to look back on and not know what they're for. Anyway, Djibouti, which is another African. Right, so here's another one I like, purely because of how punchy that star is on the white. Look at that. The blue and the green could be a bit more, I don't know, changeable with each other. But the star, that's a beautiful orange star on white background. And in fact, talking about orange stars on a white background, if anybody wants to Google the city flag of the American US city of Syracuse, the new one, the First Light flag, also uses a 6-star, I think, 6-star, and it's orange on a white V background, which is rather beautiful. I quite like that, and I do have it at the back there. I'm not going to get it out because that's defeating the whole objective of what I'm trying to achieve at the moment. So what have we got here? Favourite flags. Go on, this isn't a Kosho show. You guys, the rest of you can chip in as well, by all means. The Albanian flag, I went to Albania this January. Oh, I do like Albania. We went a year and a half ago or so. I like Albania as well. And the flag, they were very fitting with the scenery of Beret and Serenade. Two good Albanian towns. Beret and Serenade. Okay, no, so when we went, it was just the capital, Tirana. That's it. That's the one, Tirana. which is a lovely city, especially in its centre. Anyway, where am I back to? Thailand, of course. We had somebody from Thailand on yesterday, which was lovely. Kosha, did you say whereabouts you're from at all on this little globe of ours? What country you're currently sitting in? Oh, that's filthy as well. That'd be good to know. But yes, Albania. I do like the Albanian flag. Oh, you're from Japan. Hello. Excellent. Welcome. Japan, the flag is currently sitting in my bicolour. If you needed to know that, which is just behind this pile here. In fact, oh look, there it is. Let's get this out for you then. There we go. There we are. There you go. Japan. And I do have a soft spot for the Japanese flag. I just, again, going back to my simplicity, I mean, the Japanese flag is very simplistic with a great story behind it as well. Let's face it. Land of the Rising Sun. I think it's a very apt flag, to be fair. I'm just going to move that there for a minute because I want that to be at the front. And I understand to an extent that it's not, I guess in Japan, it's not flown a great deal, if I remember rightly. Which is a shame because I think it's a beautiful flag. Such a huge, strong symbolism. There we go. Right, so now I've got England county flags with England or United Kingdom flags. And randomly mine here, which I don't know where to put just yet. If you can hear it, I do apologise about the screaming children. They're not mine because my children are not that old, not that young, should I say. But if you can't hear it, then it's fine. Obviously, neighbours of mine in the Flag Lair. Anyway, Japan, yes, thanks. Right, good, okay. My next job now is to get this pile here on those 4 hooks, which should be a thing. There should be no reason why it won't. We should all fit here quite nicely. This is going to get my step count up, isn't it? Oh, I haven't got my smartwatch on to count all these steps, but it doesn't mean I'm not actually achieving it. It just means it's not being counted. There we go. Right. Okay. Now I'm getting somewhere. I feel like I'm achieving something. Now that I'm actually getting more flags up. Oops. Yes, if there's any other people who want to share what your favourite flags are as well, that would be brilliant. It's always interesting to hear what other people's favourite flags are, or ones that they like. It doesn't have to be absolute favourites. Because obviously I'm very conscious that we all have differing opinions of what constitutes a good flag, or what constitutes as a aesthetically nice looking flag as opposed to anything else. It's always interesting just to get that background from people of what they like. I mean, for example, for me, and I don't know where it is now, but the North Korean flag is, to me, technically is a good looking flag, politics aside. Yeah, it's a very unique design, the North Korean flag. It's there isn't another country that has a flag that's similar to that. Colour scheme, otherwise, red, white and blue, is still a thing. Actually, I'm going to put that one there because that's going to hang lower. Right. I knew this would time me out in no time. Oh, red's at the top of Armenia. Oops, that's looking a right mess. Oh my goodness. There we go. Look, causing a right problem there. Yeah, Sri Lanka. There we go. These are good flags. Don't tell me that one. Oh, look, here it is. Here it is. While we're here, there you go. See, it's from an aesthetics perspective, it's to me not a bad flag. But I'm just saying, from a non-political point of view. But Brothers Central, so like the nations and customs flags, so like national and custom, as in favourites, yeah, either or, whether it's a national flag or a local flag or anything like that. I'd be just interested to hear what other people's favourite flags are, because it's interesting to see what other designs float other people's boats, for whatever better term. Oh, so I've managed to get all of Asia into one hook, which leaves me with 2 spare hooks. Well, that was an unexpected turn, I can tell you. Right. Okay, I have a lot of Africa still, although I've got African bits at the back here that I'm going to have to move stuff about now, aren't I? A lot of Africa, fair amount of Europe left as well. Okay, well that was and 2 hooks. Probably that would be, might get it all on one hook. And okay, Buck Brothers, let me just get this right. Your Antlerian one of blue, orange, and white. I'm sure you've seen the 5-pointed star. I'm gonna have to look this one up. Buck, hang on. I may just have to Google this one just to see if I have. Okay. All right. Is it? Am I going to have to go to your? Instagram. Where are we? Where are we on Instagram? Let's just double check on that. That goes there. Look. That's you, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, yes. Yeah, yes. Is that... Is that this one here? Have I got that right? Oh, bad, out of focus. Is it that one? Is that the one we're talking about? Yes, excellent. There we go. Yes. Okay, you can have the one again. It's the good designs, and I love the yes, the blue. You've got a good strong navy blue with a good powerful orange on and the white as well, and it's a strong orange, a bit like the Armenian orange. So it's not like the. It's not like an island, or no, it's a bad example. It's not like the Indian orange, which I think is a lighter orange. It's this dark. So almost these 2 colours with a white, very strong and powerful. Love it. Good. Right, now I need to do some rearranging ever so slightly to work out where I'm going to put stuff. So what have I got here? Trouble is, I've got Europe here, and then I've got Australasia or Oceania here opposite. But then if I put more Europe here, it doesn't make sense. So I'd have to move Europe backwards and forwards a bit, won't I, to get this to work properly. See, dilemmas. But it's a dilemma that I'm happy with because it means I'm nearing the end of this. And that I've got gaps as well, which is lovely. And then I've got Africa at the back here. And so Africa is also, yeah, look, back here as well. In fact, those two are Africa. If I take, what's this then? This is, I wonder if they will all fit there. Right, okay, I have a plan. I'm going to take, so I've got 2 hooks of Africa full, 3 hooks of Europe full, and a bank of 5. So the middle bank is a Europe. I've got Africa at the far end, Europe this end. So if I take the middle Europe out and I put the rest of these African ones up next to it, then that might be a start. So let's just unhook those quickly. Let's just bring them down. There we go. Let's just place them gently there. Right, and now I can get up. Cool, what else have we got? Let's just get these last ones put up. I feel an end in sight here. Let's just put these here. Still not sure whether I will get all of these up on that one peg, but one can but try. There we go. Right, Sierra Leone. There is room to put another hook in should I need it, which eventually I'm going to have to, I'm sure, after spending probably even more money in it, because obviously I don't have enough flags at the moment. Right. Okay, these are now going on all right. Sorry about the creaking. Gander, funky chicken, now up. Let's just get these last ones done, and then I will feel a lot better. At least I'll have got more up, hanging up than I thought I was going to be able to, which of course, again, is a bonus. Come on, there we go. Zimbabwe, right now I'm slowly running out of space on this hook, and I've still got a fair few flags to go up yet. Where's the thing on there? Yeah, I'm not going to get many more up here. No, it's not going to do it, I don't think. So I am going to need to put, there is space to put another hook as opposed to take another Europe down, because that, don't think even that is it. No, I can't even put that one up. Okie dokie. And I haven't, I need to go, sorry, Nigel, you're going to have to wait. Hi to those that have just joined. Hello, you've been missing the best part of me packing away. I'm classing this live stream more of a live cam than anything, of me just simply tidying up the flag lair, and also trying to get some sort of logical scheme and things, so I can find flags when I need them when they're hanging up, because it's not always that easy. However, I'm realizing rapidly now as I come to the end of this is that I'm running out of space, so I'm going to have to go and get some equipment to put up on some more hooks. So I'm going to go quickly run away and get the things that I need. And while I do that, if any of you want to share any more of the flags that you like, any favourite flags that you've got, put them in the chat and we can have a quick look at those when I get back, which will literally be moments, because obviously I can't take you with me. But I shall go and get those now. But yes, by all means, let us know what's favourites, because I will be right back. So please bear with me as I go and get those right now. Okay. Magic box of tricks that I can get hooks put up with. Hopefully, that's the plan. My other dilemma is do I have a Phillips screwdriver? Yes. Oh no, that's not one either. Where have all the Phillips screwdrivers gone? Typical. Oh, there. That's what I'm looking for. Is that one? Excellent. And now I just need to get a couple of screws available so I can get those hung up as well. I'm sure other people who have flag collections don't have this sort of problem, but then I suppose not everybody has the ability to hang all of their flags up in such a way. Ah, look, there's one. That's it's not long enough. Sure, I should have had that before. What else have I got in here? Come on, this isn't entertaining enough. This is really quite dull. Okay, what I want to do is just hang some more flags up, but don't have enough. Oh, these are really quite small, these hooks. I don't. Oh, what's that there? Oh, there we go. Could be better, but it's the best I've got. So there's that one. And that one. Hi, hello. This is YouTube at its best, obviously. Oh, no, that's not one either. Oh, I had a plethora of long screws once upon a time, but anyway, that's I think that's what I've got. Right, okay, let me just so I can put this hook in, and then I can get the rest of those. Put you down there, the rest of those flags up. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. But yeah, I would love to hear what favourite flags you've got, or indeed flags that you don't like. Because I have a very strong opinion of the flags that I don't like, but it's always interesting to hear what other people's are as well. So by all means, let me know if you've got any favourite flags or flags that you really don't like at all for whatever reason. I'm usually thinking there's going to be an aesthetics reason behind it, especially if we try and take the politics out of the way of it. Then that would be interesting. Because as I said earlier, the flag of North Korea, for example, to me, it's technically a good flag. It's a good design. We take the politics out of it. Bear with me, it's nearly... Just want to get this... Come on. Just don't want to fall off the stool either, the ladder. But I need that strong enough. Okay, right, now I think we're getting somewhere now. But it need that in this bit of wood. Come on. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. There we go. DIY at its best. Right. Where was I? African flags. I can hang up the rest of these now. Starting with Niger. Let's get you up there now so I can get all my African flags together. Okay. That's the last ones of these. Namibia. And I think, as I said before, Namibia is one of my favourite flags just because I like how they've designed the sun on it. It's a good sun pattern. And the same with the Rwandan flag as well. Has a similar style of sun on it, which is what I quite like about those. There we go. Right. Nearly finished Africa. Botswana. It's zebra crossing on it. Oops, that's not quite right. There we go. Now it's the right way round. There we go. Hang that one up there. There are the Congos. Oops, as Kosho said earlier, I was supposed to ask what time it was in Japan. It would have been good to know. And, oh yes, what's this? There we go. Right, that's handy because that did pretty much fill up that hook there. It wasn't the longest of hooks, but there we go. Okay, let's just pull it down so it's not all creased again. Can't have it creased. That's not the point. Oh my goodness, that would have been really creased. Okay, right. There are a few creases in some of these. That's not good. Okay, right. There we are. Sorry about that, hiding behind the back there. I've got Africa sorted out. Right, now I need to move Europe to the front, don't I? Is that what I was going to do? Yes. If I get those ones up, these ones, that one's already a hook. Okay. Okay. Right, let's get these ones up. Now, there is absolutely no way that these holes are going to realign themselves back up for me, are they? That is not going to be a thing. Oh, hang on. Not that one. That's not a European country. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Right, okay. Yeah, these all came off in one hand, but they're not going to go back on in one hand. Actually, I'm going to keep Cyprus back, put that at the front. What's that? Bosnia. The weird German one. Albania. There we go. Just been talking about earlier. Those two. Whatever it was that fell on the floor. Let's just pick these two up as well. Go there. What were you? Oh, Croatia. So there's something about the Croatian flag that I quite like, even though it is ridiculously busy again in the middle, as we were saying earlier. But there's something about it that I quite like. Okay, so I've got a little bit of space on that one still that I can put in. You hate the Mozambique one since there is a gun in it. Yeah, I don't like violent implications on flags. And there are a number of flags, Kosho, that have weapons on it. Kenya being another one has spears on it. Haiti, that we were looking at earlier as well, also has spears on it. And I think there is at least one more flag that has spears, i.e. weapons on it, which... yeah, I'm not sure why you would want to advertise the fact of that. So I take your point of flags that, yeah, having weapons on them, especially, I mean, it is the only national flag with a gun on it, admittedly. I think that's it for that one, so I can now put Cyprus up on here, which is the top of Cyprus, that way. Right, okay. I feel better. Creaky, creaky, creaky. Gosh, I was going to ask, what time is it in Japan at the moment? It's 3:30 in the UK. And Buck, 11:35. Oh, and it's Monday tomorrow, and you've got to be up for work, school, work. Got to get up in the morning, so it's late. And Buck, what time is it for you? Because I can imagine it's beginning of your Sunday, if I remember rightly. Right, let's just get these, see if we can get these last European ones up. Why did I not bring the whole lot over? Okay, because Philippines, no, that Philippines does need to go up somewhere. That's not a spare Philippines. That's the spare Philippines. This Philippines. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort myself out. This Philippines needs to go somehow. Obviously, Philippines, you've got to get the right way around, because if you turn the Philippines flag upside down, it's a war flag at that point. Oh, it will fit there. There we go. Okay. There we are. Right. Tomorrow is Monday. Yes. That's what I'm saying. It's getting late, 11:30. I know I would be, well, I'd have had it for the day at 11:30 on a Sunday, thinking I need to get up for the following morning. So just didn't want you getting whatever it is that you need to be up for on a Monday. There we go. Right, where are we? So that's those as well. That's cool. What's fallen down? Something? Anything? Doesn't look it. That looks still creased, that one. What's that? That still looks creased. Ah, that's why. Now it looks better. Right, I've got some Pan-Slavics, which needs to be packed away as well. So I've got Czechia and the two Sloves, Slovakia and Slovenia. Let's just get those up as well. There we go. Right. That one. And then these two. Or if I just held on to the same. Yes, I have. Typical. So it needs to go that way around. That one. And then that one. There we go. Right. Okay. So I've still got 2 full Europes there and only one hook this side with nothing on it. So I do actually have enough hooks all of a sudden, which is good. Let's just stick my spare Portugal up for the European, and that closely fills up that one. I think I'm just about there. True. Good night and have a nice time organising flags. Thank you, Kosho. Have a good week. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you. And thank you for all your questions and input. Yes, thank you, Kosho, for joining in. It's been fab having you here. I think I'm mostly it. So I do have a spare empty, look, an empty thing here. I know what could go here, which would then give me space for the Pan-Arab flags at the back and maybe move some stuff about. I can put my Nordic crosses, which includes Greenland, here. And that would mean I've got Europe, and then the flags that I can't hang up in the Pan-Arab world can go where the current Nordic countries are. And then I think that will be everything up that needs to go up, bar, for some reason, Costa Rica is sitting there folded. Why is Costa Rica down there? Mauritania is there because it needs hole punching. That's fine. Costa Rica needs to go into Central America world, doesn't it? Is Costa Rica Central American? Or is it Southern American? Costa Rica. I could Google that, I suppose, couldn't I? Should come up with a simple enough Costa Rica. Get rid of that. Costa, not coffee. Central American. Right. Okay. First things first, let me go and get my Nordic flags, which have always sat at the far back for no other reason than they've just always sat at the far back, and bring them, ironically, forward front. There we go. Right, let's see if I can do this without knocking anything down, which will be impressive if that can be accomplished. Right, first of all, and without falling down, cannot fall off this ladder. Do not let me fall off this ladder. Okay, that was relatively painless. Let's bring this forward. Let's just get these put up now to see if I can get this all on here. Now, again, these are not all going to line up, are they? Oh, I don't know. What's happened there? What's that one? Oh, it's my Finland, which I think needs a new flag, to be fair, Finland. There. Oh, that was relatively painless somehow. Central America. Ah, Islet. Hi, hello. And Habibi, Central America. Thank you. You need less of this working at height. I do, Islet. I do need less of this working at height, which is, yeah, because it concerns me. Well, because last time I worked at height, working on flags, not in the Flag Lair, ended up with a broken arm. So, yeah, let that be a lesson to you all. It is all I can say. Because it's not pleasant, obviously, breaking your arm, as you can well imagine. Right, what am I doing? Okay, I need to now finish off and put the last few pan Arab flags in the position where I've just taken my. I'm going to disappear for a moment, I'm afraid, behind the flags, because I'm going to take these ones down, which are these three, I think. Is that right? Yes. Which is Tunisia, Algeria, and of course, Kuwait. And I'm going to put them all at the back. Thankfully, there's only the three. And then there's somehow I've got to get Costa Rica onto a Central American hook that doesn't have any space left. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to manage that. Right, make sure that I'm stable, which I am. And now try and, oh my goodness, and now try and find the islets of these three. First of all, what's this? Kuwait. See, this must make for absolutely entertaining YouTube-ness. This is, I can tell you. YouTube at its best, this is. Right, that's Kuwait in there with its blocky Pan-Arabian colours, which leaves me with, I know I'm going to drop something here if I haven't already done so. I feel I've dropped one. I feel I've dropped Algeria already. Where is that? Anyway, so this is Tunisia. So where's Algeria then? Oh, it's there. That's handy. Algeria. Almost too perfect. Right, Algeria's there. So that does mean, oh, look, it was Malta that I dropped. I knew I dropped one a little while ago, and it was Malta. I can put Malta in the European piles now, if that's not going to fit there. And Central America is, that's too full. that's got nothing at all. Oh, there is a space for Costa Rica in Central America. Wow, somehow it all fits. Okay. Okay. Yes. There we go. Right. Costa Rica. Oh my goodness. Watch Pieces. Hi. Hello again. Welcome back. You've come back for more. That can't be bad. Brilliant stuff. Right. Okay. I'm just going to hang up Costa Rica in Central America after forgetting my geography of whether it was central or southern. But thanks to the powers that be and for Habibi and Eilert telling me that it is indeed central. And I do have just enough space to put a Central American flag in on that hook, which is technically my last one, but I've got one more job to do now after this. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Right. Okay. Okay. Let me just, something I need to just do so I don't forget. And right. And who else has been? Gosh, has been talking lots. Right. Penny as well. It was lots, which was great. Okay. And what Peter's brilliant. Good. Wow. Lots of people. Thank you. Oh, right. Yes, I know what I was going to do last was try and get Mauritania up, but I can't. While I'm at it, I may as well. Where's my magic box of magicnesses? Where is the box of magicnesses? Ah, is this the box of magic? Yes. I have a box of magicnesses here. So the problem I have with my current new Mauritanian flag, all the way from Mauritania, which I got just the other month, is, as you can see, Alan, has no eyelets on it, so cannot be hung up. Well, I could hang it up by the flimsy bits of string. But, however, do have a magic eyelet machine that punches. It's basically a hole punch for flags, and I need to get these middle ones because I think the other big ones are too big. But yes, so I have a lot of these things. If I can get that in focus, if I put it there, we go. Look, a bag of eyelets. So there's a bag of fronts, and I think these must be the bag of backs. There we go. And it is literally just get them in the right place and squeeze. Yes, I am the tool. Yes, I am. Right. Okay. So let's see if I don't make a complete hash of this. That's the idea. The idea is not to make a complete hash of it. And then I can finally hang up Mauritania with Algeria and the others, considering that Mauritania is just south of Morocco, on the western coast of the African continent. Right, okay. Now this all gets very technical, doesn't it? So I need to find roughly where I want it, which is probably in the middle of the red there. I think the middle of the red bars seems a sensible place, but I need to get the fronts right. So I need to hold this. So with this, let's get that in focus. There you go. It's so yeah. It all sort of fits together quite nicely. It all slots together. And I've got to make sure that the fronts, which is the front, that's got to be the front. No, it's It's honestly fine. I'll take your first message that I've seen that you've deleted, but I'll take it. It's made me smile anyway. Right. Okay. Honestly, this is drama at its best. Hole punching eyelets into flags. So you don't get this every day on YouTube, do you? Eh? This is creating holes in flags in real time. And then you just, oh, you missed it. I've got to do it again. And you just squeeze. Once you put it all together, you literally just squeeze, which is easier said than done because this arm still hasn't got the full function back in it. There we go. And now, I just put that down. There we go. You see, it originally didn't have an eyelet, and now it does. And now I can hang it. You see? And I shall do the other one now, which I will put in the middle of this bit here. See? Well, for those of you who are flag collectors, this is a necessity, I can tell you. It takes away all of the grief when you're out shopping for flags of whether flags have eyelets or not, because you know you can take it home and put an eyelet in it should you so need to. And it just makes life so much simpler. Small things, eh? Is all I can say. Could be closer to the corner. Do you know, yes, it could be. I did think that, but once I'd done it, I thought, well, it's going to have to be, yeah, you're right, because it's, and now I've done it on the other one at the bottom in the same sort of position because I feel it needed to be symmetrical. But you're right, eyelet. The eyelet should have been closer. There we go. I put it in the middle. Just there we go. But it will still fly perfectly, of course. There we go. And that's it. Job done. Now I can hang it up out the way. And life is all good. That's the top. There we go. There we go. But you're right, should have been higher up into the corner. But somehow I'm going to live with how I've done it. Let's just hang that out of the way. So keep saying there's a last job and I've done it. But the only other job I've got really technically is hanging up these Soviet flags that I've got, which in theory would hang. You can't, yeah. So they've got two Soviet flags, Latvia, we think, and the Transcaucasian. And I don't think you can really, no, you can't see it. I've got way up in the eaves. Way up in the eaves. Oh, you can just see it here. More flags hanging. And I would hang them there, but the step ladder's not high enough. So what I would normally do is get myself so high and then pull myself up. I'm not going to do that because there's no power in this arm at the moment. So what I am going to do is just move these two Soviet flags, which are not really going to get much airtime up my flagpole. That's not a euphemism. I'm just going to put them up on a pile, just on the shelf up here, out the way. So they can sit out the way, gathering bits of dust for the moment until I need to bring them out for whatever purpose that potentially could ever be, which I can't really think of at this time. Anyway, I do believe, after spending 3 hours yesterday, and would you believe another 2 hours today, I think I finally finished what it was I was trying to achieve. Let's just pack the eyelet machine back, and I have. It's all. There we go. I think I've done it. Done it in a way of putting stuff where it needs to be. What I haven't done, and I know Isla, you mentioned yesterday about your collection, how many you've got. I haven't counted them and I haven't logged them all yet either. But that, my friend, I will do another time. So if we just want to finish off then brief, because I think I'm happy mostly with where everything is. Although what is bugging me at the moment is that I've got Asia there, and then I've got UK flags and UK county stuff there. But I've got Asia here, Europe here, which is fine, and then I've got Australasia and Oceania flags here, and then I've got more Europe here. And that's the bit that bugs me slightly, that all of Europe isn't quite together. Because I've got Spain, so I might move the Australasia and Oceania. Is there any difference between those two? You've got 830 flags, Eilid. Is that what you're saying? 830. Is that how many flags you have? It's very impressive if you do have. I was guessing earlier that because I don't have all of the UN recognized national flags, but I have a lot of them, so that's definitely less than 200 of those, plus pretty much everything that's here, which are not national flags. I was going on the board that I've probably got about 230, but I need to count them all. Wondering about a Druze. What technicality are you throwing at me now? What? Hang on. Oh, as in the flag of the Druze. Okay, I haven't. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, well, I did say it right, Druze. Oh, that's. Is that a flag? Have you got a flag of this? Come on, focus, focus, focus. That's quite impressive. Or is that one you want? I quite like that. So yes, I'm going to have to count mine and see what I've got, and obviously catalogue them all, because what has happened already is that I've ended up with two Philippines flags, purely because I didn't think I had one, so I bought one and then found out I already had one. So it only happened the once. The other times when I've duplicated have been on purpose. So things like the Algerian flag that I bought from Algeria and Tunis flags, I bought those knowing I've already got them. So I was all right with that because I bought them from the country that I got them from. The Mauritanian flag that I bought from Mauritania, Nouakchott. Is that right? Anyway, their capital. I didn't have a Mauritanian flag, but I do now. That's now hole punched, so I'm happy with that. Very nice. It is triangle and 4 bars. Okay, I'm going to have to look the Jews one up. Anyway, right. Okay, I think after spending 5 hours this weekend sorting this lot out, I think that's probably enough, to be fair. 3 South Dakota and 3 Netherlands. Why would you have 3 South Dakota and 3 Netherlands flags? But Netherlands, really? That's not the most exciting flag, the Dutch one, is it? South Dakota, I'll have to double check. I can't pull that one out of my head, what that one looks like at the moment. So I'm just going to have to double check on that one. Anyway, I shall come to a near end unless anybody's got any more questions or anything they want to ask me. By all means, drop it in now. But while you're thinking of any of that, I will say next Friday, I've got a coat of arms video coming out, which I think I may have said already. And then every Friday is there's always something that comes out on the Flags and Focus channel. The very last Friday of every month is always a live stream from 12:45 UK time. So we're in British summertime at the moment. So 12:45 on the last Friday of every month, I'll be here talking something or other at you. And What else is there? So yes, live streams as well. Coat of arms. I've got it's coming to me. Catalonia episode coming out in 2 weeks' time as well. Then there'll be a live stream. Then there'll be another live stream as well, because on the 4th of July, as I said yesterday, is the USA's Independence Day, and I have a plethora of US flags, not just the national one, but some state flags and some city flags as well, and some proposed state flags. So I've got all those there. So I'm going to do a special July the 4th, again, 12:45 BST. I'll be on the live stream then as well. And as I say, every Friday, at the very least, there'll always be something coming out on the channel, and maybe midweek when I've got some extra bits to do. But anyway, at least once a week. Opinion on Luxembourg's civil flag. If I remember rightly, the Luxembourg civil flag is the red lion on a blue. Now, is it a plain blue background, or is it a blue and white checkered background? Bear with me. Luxembourg, because I think it's definitely it's stripes. Oh, so close. Okay, let's just, so I can show the folks at home what we've got, just to make sure that I've got that, which is that one. There we go. Stripes, blue. Yes. Okay, that's that one. So, what are my thoughts on it? My opinion, Gab, is to an extent, I do like it. I don't like busy flags. To me, the red line is very detailed for what it was or what it is. And for a flag, minute detail as such of the red line is, However, on this one, is that if I had a choice, if I was in Luxembourg and I had the choice of keeping the current national flag of red, white, and pale blue, which is basically the flag of the Netherlands, of which Islet has 3 of them, but with a lighter blue, I would be very willing to try and push for this civil flag to become a national flag, because it is very different. However, again, what I would want to do, though, is simplify that red lion. This is just me. A bit like Peugeot, the car maker, did with their lion. I would want to go something down that route of just simplifying the whole red lion design, keeping it on the blue and white stripe background. And then you've got a very standout national flag that is very different, especially from a European perspective. Is a very different flag from the rest of Europe, very different from the Netherlands, and makes it even more unique, and obviously has the symbolism of what it stands for from the civil part. So that's how I would go, and that's my opinion of the civil flag of Luxembourg. To answer that question, as good as Scottish lion on gold. So yeah, again, you see the Scottish royal flag, doesn't it have some fun finny stuff around the edges as well of that one? I'd do the same again, because the detail, especially on lions and stuff. I mean, this